Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another boxing big night out here at the Ulster Hall. And once again, let's hear applause for our sponsors, Smirnoff. First contest this evening, a heavyweight contest over 6 two-minute rounds between Joe Egan and John Williams. At the weigh-in today, Egan weighed 14 stone and 3 pounds. Williams weighed 13 stone 12 and 1/2 pound. Ladies and gentlemen, from Tottenham in the red corner, and on my right, John Williams. From Dublin, boxing out of Belfast, on my left and in the blue corner, Joe Egan. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Barney Wilson.
Seconds out, round one.
So the big moment for the big man comes. Joe Egan. Big, tall, well-built man. And his professional debut. Joe Egan against a towering cruiserweight come heavyweight John Williams. John Williams, 6'2½". And this young man from Dublin, now fighting out of Belfast, facing a professional audience for the very first time, a testing moment for him. Dave, can you look back to, Dave McCauley, can you look back to that day, your very first one in front of a professional crowd?
Yes, my first professional fight was against John Mulwamy from England, and I actually got a draw. And I'll tell you this, it was my first professional fight, and I was as nervous as hell, so I was. Unbelievable. I know how Joe feels tonight.
It is a testing moment. Fine amateur career, of course, but now he's up with the pros. Leading with the long left hand. Williams already showing that Joe, a little to learn. Coming away out of that left hand, and Barney Wilson decides that it's time for Williams to be told that he must keep his head up. Williams ducking away under the straight left jab, but Egan gets it through there. A little trickle of blood from the right eyebrow of Joe Egan as he goes back to his corner. Trainer Paul McCulloch has a look at it. Joe Egan, professional debut, that's an Irish super heavy title. He won in '84 and then '87, '88, '89, the Irish heavyweight champion. So he comes in with very, very good credentials. And they're a little worried with that eye. John Williams, a pro.
She watches me every... Still, I can't help thinking about what she said. I don't like being threatened.
Wouldn't take too much now.
Hasn't had too much action in the last...
We had this morning, so I asked Sandra what she thought Madeline might do if someone crossed her.
What?
Amount of experience, the right man to test Joe Egan. There's some worrying signs in that corner of Joe Egan's. There appears to be a tiny cut on the right eye and a fairly heavy lump under the left eye. Williams was given a stern warning in that first round a couple of times to get his head up. It might very well be that one of those accidental clashes of heads have just opened a tiny nick to Egan's eye. Well, Williams got warned then by Danny Wilson, but Egan has got to learn in the pro game, you've got to protect yourself at all times. No way that you can turn your back on anybody. Solid punching from Joe Egan then. Caught Williams high up on the head with the left, and a good shot to the body with the right. And Egan wanting to have a bundle now. Oh, that was a positive haymaker. That one started outside the Ulster Hall. Mr. Williams was rather fortunate that there was no connection there, Dave.
Yeah, Joe seems to be a wee bit over-eager at the minute, so he does. He just has to settle down slightly and just get everything in his stride. But he's throwing some good hard shots, so he is.
Well, he's certainly gone a little bit right-hand crazy at the moment. And Williams has been hurt. His hands have dropped down a bit. Oh, Egan walked onto a solid left hand from Williams then. Well, Egan's a genuine, honest fella. Goes boring in behind those big punches. He's taken a couple of shots on the chin, and his face is showing a few marks. There's some fairly heavy punches coming out from Joe Egan there.
Yeah, he threw a few good solid right hands, but he took a few himself, so he did a few good shots to the body there.
Must jab. And throw the right over the top. You can't mess him that way. Don't be loading up. You understand? Don't load up. Don't load up with it. Right, just let it come natural. And you can't mess inside with an uppercut. Right. You can't mess it. You understand? Yeah.
Words of wisdom from Barney Eastwood and from Paul McCulloch.
You understand? Yeah. Okay.
You can't mess inside with the uppercut are the instructions. So we can look down on them as they come out for the third round. Paddy Byrne, that's Johnny Williams' manager, is telling him to get on his bicycle and fight behind the jab. Don't get in tight. Certainly when Williams bends his head down like that, the instructions from the corner are quite accurate, aren't they, Dave?
Yeah.
A good uppercut would really whack him.
Well, this is what he's being told from the corner by BJ and by Paul. A good right uppercut will just carry this man's head clean off his shoulders because he puts it so low. So he does.
Well, Joe Egan, who works for Delta Airlines in Dublin, certainly would like to lift Mr. Williams right off the ground. Yes, if Joe would let that right hand go upwards from around about the knee area, John Williams would not know what day it was. Well, his own defence isn't too clever, Dave, Joe Egan, but he certainly dishes the punishment out.
But Joe holds his arms in a peculiar way, so he does. It's like an old-fashioned type of fighter. He holds his arms across his chest. He doesn't bother him up above his head, so he doesn't. And he takes an awful lot of punches to the head through having a defence the way he has. As you can see there yourself,
yeah,
they're like folded arms. They are.
So, the debut boy Goes back to his corner while John Williams gets some words of wisdom from his manager, Paddy Byrne. A lot of managers who talk to him. And Egan is catching his man all right with these shots, but there you see that he's taking shots on the chin himself unnecessarily. I think it's something that his camp will have to work on if he's going to make progress as a professional heavyweight. A good defense.